So if you've started selling on Amazon or you're looking to launch your first product, you've probably got a bunch of good ideas in your head. You've probably been doing a bunch of product research, but what about products that you should avoid selling on Amazon? In today's video, I'm gonna go over the products that I personally don't like to sell on Amazon FBA, and I'm gonna go over exactly why I don't like to sell them. And a lot of these products look very, very appealing. They make a lot of money. So I think a lot of people fall into the trap of selling these types of products, and then they end up feeling the pain later. And I know this with firsthand experience because I've been helping a few of my friends launch their first product on Amazon. And while they've been doing product research, they keep bringing me products that are within these product niches. So I know this is something that a lot of beginners fall into, and that's why I'm making this video. And guys, you might disagree with me on some of these, so feel free to leave a comment down below. And while you're at it, you can hit the subscribe button as well and give this video a thumbs up. So let's just get into them so you guys know what products I'm talking about. So the number one product that I don't like selling on Amazon is clothing. And there's multiple reasons for this, but mainly because there's too many different sizes, there's too many different colors. For example, I know when I go shopping online, sometimes I might buy two different sizes because I'm not sure which one's gonna fit, and then I'll return the one that I don't like. Or sometimes you just buy something and it just doesn't fit the way you expected, so you end up returning it. So the return rates are naturally gonna be very high with clothing. And the issue with this is because anytime somebody buys your product off Amazon, Amazon charges you a fulfillment fee for essentially shipping the order to that customer. And if they return that order, you're not going to get that money back. And on top of that, if they return the order in an unfillable condition, meaning you can't resell it, well then now you've just lost money on the fulfillment fee, and then you've also lost the cost of the product. So there's a lot of little areas where you can lose money that I just don't like the idea of. And one other thing that I don't really like either is that you can't just get away with launching 500 pieces of one product. For example, these blue light glasses here, I'm not just gonna buy 500 units of this one product. No, I'm gonna need to buy 500 units of small, medium, and large, plus if I'm selling a black and white. So you just have to get a lot more inventory and things just get more complex. And I personally don't wanna deal with that. I think for a beginner, it's best to go with a simpler product to sell. So the next product that I don't sell on Amazon FBA is anything that is a brand dominated product. And what I mean by this is essentially something like golf clubs, for example. If you're gonna go buy golf clubs, you're probably looking for a Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway. These are like the big companies that are well known in golf. You're not just gonna go on Amazon and try and find the no-name brand and buy their golf clubs. Or even, for example, like boxing gloves or hockey sticks, all these kind of things. Anything that you can think of that is brand dominated, I would try to stay away from. And I know this because I tried to launch a gym bag back in the day and it failed completely. And I realized after I launched that bag, even though I thought my bag was nicer than all the other bags out there, I realized that a lot of people, when they're buying bags, they're buying the brand name. They don't care if this bag has an extra pocket for whatever. Like they just want the Nike bag or the Adidas bag because that's what they know, right? So unless you have a ton of money to compete with these big brands, I would personally just stay away from it. And there's a lot of other niches that you can sell in where people don't care about the brand name as much and they're just looking for the best product. So those are the categories that you want to launch products in, not the ones that are dominated by any one big company. Now, the next type of product that I don't sell is anything that is a fad. And a fad is different than a trend. So essentially a fad is something that becomes extremely popular in a short amount of time, but also loses that popular very fast. So for example, if you guys remember those fidget spinners back in the day, like kids were obsessed with them, it kind of blew up and then it disappeared. Or there's those hoverboards, if you remember, this was like 10 years ago or something, but I think it was when Instagram first came out, everybody had these hoverboards that they were selling. So essentially it's something that becomes very popular. And if you get in early with these, you can make lots of money. But if you get in late, then you're gonna get stuck holding the bag and you're gonna lose a bunch of money. So this is different than a trend. A trend is something that actually changes the way people behave. So for example, you'll notice everyone's trying to become more healthy these days, right? There's a lot of brands that are launching sugar-free options, high protein options. And this is something that's been going on for years and probably will keep going on for many years. So that's something that's gonna happen for a long time. Whereas a fad just goes like this and then goes like this. And I personally try to stay away from these because once again, I'm trying to build businesses that are gonna stand the test of time and that will actually keep making me money for years to come. I'm not just trying to catch a quick pump, make a quick buck, and then have to keep redoing that. So the last product that I don't sell on Amazon is anything that is a seasonal product. Now, seasonal products are a great way to make money. There's no doubt about that. But I think as somebody who's just starting on Amazon, you want to build a good foundation and launch products that are actually going to sell consistently throughout the year. Whereas seasonal products, they're gonna have big spikes in certain quarters or certain seasons, for example, like a winter product or a summer product. And if you're an experienced Amazon seller, you can definitely take advantage of these. But once again, as someone who is just starting, it would be better to gain experience launching products that are more consistent throughout the year. Then once you got some more experience, you can dabble with some more seasonal products. So there you have it, guys. Those are the products that I do not sell on Amazon FBA. And I'm not saying that these are bad products. As you guys can see, these are actually good products and they probably make a lot of money if you have the capital and if you have the experience to launch things like this. But I personally like to go for the more low-hanging fruit and the product niches that are much easier to get into and a lot less competition. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your opinion. If you want to launch these products, be my guest. I don't really care, but these are the reasons why I don't sell on these products and why I recommend my friends who are just starting out to also stay away from these, because you're going to have a lot easier success going for different product niches than these ones. But once again, if you have a bunch of money and you have a bunch of experience, these are great products to get into. And I might dabble in some of these in the future, but as a beginner, I would stay far, far away from these. That's just my opinion. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. And if you did, guys, please hit that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate your guys' support. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.